Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center, this is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to 22 News at 4. I'm Christina DeMoores. We'll get to your top 4 at 4 in just a moment, but first, a look at your commuter traffic and weather. 22 News Storm Team Meteorologist Brian Lapis is here. Brian's laughing at me. Sorry.
All right, and we can stop the broadcast if you want to, but a hilarious moment. We were just talking about the great
radio
golf gate that happened last night, where the Travelers kind of spilled over into the Red Sox game here on 22 News, and there was much hullabaloo about, you know, are the Red Sox more important? Is the baseball game more important? And we were talking about, you know, you can just turn on the radio. And Christina did a great 1930s, 1940s radio announcer voice.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love for you to do this for everybody else.
I think everyone would hate it. It's Mid-Atlantic. All I'm like is, and there's Sherry coming up to the bat. It's not that good. It's not that good.
I thought it was fantastic.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
Anyway.
The Mid-Atlantic accent is great. I would love to do the news like that.
All right.
All right. Well, anyways, here we are. Why not? Weather. Heat.
Yeah. Everybody's
hot.
talking about the chance for 100-degree heat later this week.
Oh, my gosh.
I think the all-time record here at Westover Air Reserve Base in Chicopee is 102 degrees.
Oh, wow. Okay. So
could be close. We'll see.
Wow.
Right now, it's actually not a bad afternoon, right?
No, I thought it was still beautiful despite it being so hot.
Yeah. Humidity is low. I think that helps.
That's probably
Humidity
why.
starts to come up tomorrow. Anyway, we digress, and that's my fault, and I apologize for that. But that was fantastic.
It was fun.
Anyway, a little bit of a backup here at either end of 291, but otherwise no major traffic problems on the Pike or on I-91. So enjoy at least the mid-afternoon, mid to late afternoon, free-flowing traffic. Let's take a look at temperatures. We're close to 90 in some spots. We've actually reached 90 at Greenfield, 88 Springfield, 87 in Westfield, 86 in Orange, and in the low to mid-80s right now in the Berkshires. Clouds and radar. Scattered clouds overhead, and I expect a dry evening. As we were talking about, we have an extreme heat watch in effect from Wednesday through Saturday now for temperatures, at least heat index temperatures. The way that the air feels could approach 110 degrees here for the second half of the week. And on July 4th, we'll talk about it in greater detail with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
Brian, thank you. State police are mourning the loss of one of their own after a motorcycle crash in Grafton Sunday. The agency announced this morning that Trooper Jacob Mick died from his injuries sustained in the off-duty crash. He's a member of the 88th Recruit Training Troop assigned to the Holden Barracks. Mick graduated from the State Police Academy in 2023. He was 31 years old. The facts and the circumstances of the crash remain under investigation by the Worcester County DA's office. Back here in Hampden County, a dangerousness hearing was delayed once again for a woman accused of grabbing a West Springfield police officer's gun and firing it during a struggle. Kristen Lynn Retchenberger faces charges including 2 counts of armed assault to murder. Police say the incident happened in May after an officer tried to remove her from a construction zone. Investigators say she took the officer's gun, fired a shot, and was subdued with a taser. The hearing is set for Wednesday, July 1st. Passenger rail equipment provider CRRC-MA recalled 30 unionized workers to its Springfield production facility today. In a statement sent to 22 News, CRRC said the recall follows logistics and recovery efforts supported by the MBTA and local unions 7 and 63, which helped ensure the steady arrival of components and car shells. The company said this phased return strategy is designed to optimize productivity and reduce downtime caused by supply chain constraints. 39 furloughed employees remain. CRRC said it hopes to recall all remaining furloughed employees by September 8th. The Supreme Court ruled today that states are able to count ballots that arrive after Election Day. The decision prevents any rule changes ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. The ruling, which affects laws in more than half of the states, is a setback for President Trump, who is not in favor of this move. He has long argued that mail ballots received after an election could increase the chance of fraud, referencing his 2020 loss to former President Joe Biden. Now let's get another check of today's weather with Brian Lapis here. Brian, I'm hearing the words heat dome.
Yeah.
What is that? I don't even know.
A big area of stagnant air over the Northeast.
Okay.
I probably should have drawn you a picture.
Oh,
but,
I can picture a dome.
But it's a big area of what we would call high pressure in the middle part of the atmosphere that's just going to keep the air stagnant and hot here, potentially through the end of the weekend.
Interesting.
So the extreme heat watch is now kind of in effect Wednesday through Saturday. In fact, earlier today, if you were watching Chris this morning, this had a Friday evening tag on it. Now the National Weather Service has extended the extreme heat watch through the 4th of July. So this is something to be thinking about as you make your 4th of July plans, that we could be dealing with heat index numbers approaching 110 degrees and possibly actual air temperatures around 100 degrees. In the meantime, it's actually a nice night on the way in here with just some scattered clouds, and evening temperatures will be in the 80s and 70s, I expect. Humidity is relatively low, but it will be on the rise overnight with a light and variable breeze, maybe a little push out of the south. You'll pick up some haze overnight as well. Tomorrow morning's early morning temperatures will be in the 60s, although we could be as warm as the low 70s as early as 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Sunshine at 10 o'clock. It's a mixture of sunshine and clouds here tomorrow. Notice the clouds arriving here late in the day, and late afternoon through the evening hours we could end up with a shower. Notice on the 22 News Storm Team Skycast there's not much in here through 8 o'clock, which is good news, but later in the evening our chances for showers and thunderstorms will increase, and then Wednesday through Saturday we're dealing with 90+ degree heat. In fact, tomorrow we've got 90 to 94 in the forecast as well. We'll talk more about it in greater detail on 22 News starting at 5.
Gas prices are steadily falling ahead of the July 4th weekend. According to AAA, the cost of a gallon of gas in Massachusetts is $3.94. That's down 11 cents from last week, ahead of 49 cents from a month ago. Despite the recent decreases, Gas Buddy is projecting this will be the second most expensive July 4th at the pump. Our parent company, Nexstar Media, is celebrating its 30th anniversary by giving back to the communities they serve, including Springfield. The Community Music School of Springfield is one of 100 organizations across the nation to be selected to receive $5,000 as part of the Nexstar Media Charitable Foundation's 30 Days of Giving. The nonprofit was nominated by members of the 22 News staff. The Community Music School of Springfield was founded in 1983 and serves more than 2,200 students a week. They appeared on Mass Appeal this morning, where they were presented with a check to help continue their mission. Over the past 40 years, the Community Music School of Springfield has raised and awarded more than $1.7 million in financial aid and scholarships. Now for a look at what we're working on for 22 News starting at 5. Budget cuts have caused the Hampden County Sheriff's Office to eliminate weekend lockup services. Tonight at 5, the impacts on local police operations going forward. Plus, concerns are growing among Springfield residents over late-night car meetups in the city. What the mayor and police department have to say about it. Extreme heat is coming ahead of the 4th of July weekend. Hear from experts on what you should know before going for a swim.
Maybe everybody's taking a swim right now because there's really not much to talk about here in terms of traffic. I-90 and 291 are in good shape. Downtown, only some very minor backups on I-91, and 91 north of Springfield is running along just fine. So no problems as we start the evening commute. We are going to be dealing with some exceptional heat around here later this week. We'll talk about it on 22 News starting at 5.
Brian, thank you. And thank you for joining us this afternoon for 22 News at 4. Join us on TV tonight starting at 5. You can get all your local news and weather updates anytime on wwlp.com and the 22 News mobile app.